Welcome back to Vanlife Customs UK Ltd, and today we have another video about toilets. So, with our U-shape, we get asked a lot about toilets fitting under our U-shape benches. Our U-shape sofa setup is just not big enough to put a toilet underneath in the benches. So, the solution is an external box that can be moved around. So this toilet is an Outwell 10 litre. It's small enough to fit inside a box and sit underneath the bed. So when we get asked about toilets fitting under our benches, the answer is it won't happen. Simply because the way our bed is made, obviously we like this open space during the daytime. We don't want our bench, which I suppose the only place this would fit was be here. We don't want this bench hindering that. Now if you want that to happen, this box will sit just there. It creates the same issue, but with a difference. You can move it. We now have living space again. You know, there's so many different variations that this box with this toilet in can be used in. It can go anywhere in the van during the day. At night time, it can go anywhere in the van during the night. It can live in your awning, it can live in the van, it can live anywhere. It doesn't have to be stored in one place all the time. So this toilet is the Outwell 10 litre. It fits in this box I've made, and it also goes under the bed when the bed's up, which I'll show you shortly. But I just want to show you the reason this box won't go under our benches, simply because the wheel arches are in the way, our bed slat system's in the way. It's not designed to house a toilet, it's designed for other purposes. So the only other place really, if you didn't want this extra box for your toilet, would probably be in the fridge hole. But obviously you compromise your fridge for a toilet. Personally, I'd rather have a fridge. There's a possibility it could go in the cupboard here, but then you're going to be lifting it over the lip that hides the tamper door. It could work if you wanted it to, but obviously then you wouldn't have your water and your gas under there because that's where that lives. So we'll move on and I'll show you the toilet trying to fit in the boxes. It don't work. And I'll show you it going under the bed. If you haven't seen the bed being made video, nip back, there's a link in the description. That'll show you how our setup works. So as you can see, the wheel arches are in these rear boxes, and there's just not enough room to put the toilet in. It's just not big enough. Oh, the gap ain't big enough. No matter how I try and make it work, it just won't fit. And it's the same around the back here. As you can see, it just won't go in. This one's exactly the same as this one, and the two rear lifter patches, they're even smaller. So this being the Outwell 10 litre, there's a lot of different brands that use this style of toilet, this shape. Camper, I think, is another one. Fiamma, I think they do one. Same thing, and they're all the 10 litre. Now I have got a Thetford 145, which is the smallest Thetford I could find, but they're a little bit bigger, and they don't do the same job. They're a bit higher and a bit wider and deeper. These are nice and compact. So as you can see, the lid lifts up. Toilet lid still lifts. You can still get to the slidey piece. It lifts in and out easy enough. And what this gives you, it gives you an extra table. It gives you a footstool. You know, you can put your feet up on it. You can sit on it. You can chuck it around the campfire and use it as a bench, you can use it as a coffee table, you can use it as a toilet. Yeah, so anyway, I'll make the bed up and we'll show you how that all works. So as you can see, when the bed's set up, the toilet is in its box. You can have it just there if you need to use it in the evening, at night time, which is probably when the most likely time you're going to need your toilet. So you can even take it out of the box and hide the box underneath it, under the bed, so it gives you a little bit more space and probably easier to use, or leave it in the box, just manoeuvre it into place when you need to use it. Or if you want it completely out of the way, slides just under the bed like that. This toilet is kind of designed for my setup. Everything in these little vans are compromised, so if you can make it versatile, which is what's always been my goal, to make these vans versatile. You know, you've got your whole space of the kitchen area in the daytime, living area in the daytime. You need a toilet. It's a simple solution that works in a little van. Compromise, best way to describe it really. So yeah, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.